Hi, this is Maximus Analysis here for July 28th, 2015. After the close, we have a little bit of, I would say, bullish. I don't know if you could call it bullish, just one day in the middle of the chop. Again, we want to see follow through. Again, I don't think they have to show me some volume. Again, if we look at the midpoints here, and I'll show you some stuff. We look at the midpoints here, we can see we're a little bit above that 50% range. And again, it's just a hard, choppy, where the hell do we go from here? Again, the volume needs to show up. If this volume shows down tomorrow, so if this volume is low tomorrow, this could be something that could be shorted going into Thursday and Friday. Tomorrow we have FOMC. Tomorrow we have EAI report for crude around 10:30. So be careful, crude traders. And we'll see how this one plays out. This is okay. NQ looked okay today. Again, it layered up. It came into, but it layered into this previous chop area, but we want to see the volume going into tomorrow and above. YM was more just foolery regarding making it look better than it is. So I'll explain to you why. The Dow names that actually look good today, there were only a few. And look at the trend of these. So you had Chevron, big day, right? They held that one up $3 on that one. You had, who else had a big day? You had CAT. What trend is this? Downtrend. Okay. You have ExxonMobil. What trend is that? Downtrend. Huge movement on the out, but you see, you can't. This one day doesn't make or break a trend. 3M. What trend is that? You could probably say it's at the 50% of this previous pullback, but you can see immediately, basically since this year, it's been grinding up. So for 3M to show me any type of strength, needs to get above that 160, then that would be a dip that I would consider. Okay, all the names that I just showed you, Microsoft, we'll see if it has any follow through tomorrow, but again, it's just a choppy situation there. And you also had Goldman Sachs that again didn't really give us much follow through today. Okay, so for Goldman Sachs, you do not want to see a break of today's low. So you don't want to break of that 204.60. So for all those down names, it still was only those, 4 or 5 names that were actually up, and they were up significantly. So it looked like the overall index looked pretty good for the day, but it wasn't for just today. But it's still sideways and nowhere even close to the 17,800 or 17,870 area that needs to get above. So any weakness could be shorted on the way down. Okay, so we got to see how this looks tomorrow, because again, if they don't give us much tomorrow, Thursday and Friday are not setting up to look pretty good. Now the ES is still below. It got above the 2080 area. We want to see if it can get above that 2092 area. 2092 is also a significant area as well, and we'll see how that one plays out. But again, if they give weak sauce tomorrow, FOMC report, weak sauce. Again, I don't really look at those. There's a lot of traders that are very lazy that are starting to use that as like an indicator. You keep using that and not looking at the previous price action, you're going to get caught out there. So just be cautious regarding that one. So let's look at a couple names. So we had LinkedIn. Okay, it's still kind of in a weakish, I don't know where the hell this thing is kind of going. We got this. We don't know where it's going. It's still below the 50, but again, it's kind of grinding up per se, but the volume is anemic. So again, be cautious regarding that one. Netflix, again, tomorrow is kind of critical for Netflix. The volume is dried up, but again, it's still looking okay, and it's coming almost to this point, giving you, if you get a nice break above this high, that could be good. And you have the index actually follow through. You had Google. Google not giving really much right now. So again, we want a break above this high to kind of see where you go from there and see how much volume it has back up to the upside. Baidu. This is Rick's Cafe. And who don't know, obviously I'm Jamaican, if you read my Twitter feed. And Rick's Cafe is a cliff diving place, and that's where it looked like they took the jump, and it's just been, I mean, people might want to buy the dip here based on this hammer. I don't really look at stuff like that. So again, it's more of where can I get another nice short, but I wouldn't chase this short right here. Definitely not. Again, if you're in, once it got here, again, it got down, but it took a dump. And again, we just have to see how a lot of things are looking. So you have the bonds, still holding these pivots for now. And you also have the dollar again that is still looking potentially like it could go up. It still has to break below these pivot points to give us some type of sell signal. Now, crude on the daily looks like it would give you, you know, it's hit the target. So basically, it's at the target now. So daily, I would be looking if it got back up to around this area, 51. I would just reshort it, quite honestly. If you're already in the short from this breakdown here. It's a nice little, you know, box pattern, if you want to call it. Sometimes people call it trading a P, trading a B pattern. Breaking down for about $4, which $4 on crude is $4 grand. So let's not look at it, but you'd have to risk about 240. So 240, that's about 2 to 1. That's okay. So again, we see a break above this high would be intraday longs only. Wouldn't be looking to go long, holding anything overnight. So that said, who else was a big name? Priceline actually gave it looks okay-ish, but again, it's just like, you know, you want to just make sure you're looking at the big picture, and it's okay right here. Let's even look at a weekly here just to kind of see where we're at. And you see it's sideways, but it shouldn't be just shorted. You know, you shouldn't just look at it and say, damn, I want to short this because it's given this type of pattern. Some people might automatically say that they're looking at a head and shoulders pattern. I mean, I guess I don't know how many shoulders, you know, you guys got, but they would look at this like this is a lower top. So the lower top, but it's still, I would want it to clear below here before I short, because it looks like we might be getting an opportunity to do that same type of deal, but on the YM. So again, they're not going to trick my few followers, because now it's a matter of, okay, this is what we were looking at, a break, and see how much juice they have the upside for potential downside potential. So again, I'm not looking for anything long yet, and I will take a short if it comes up later this week. Take care.